to Murfreesboro. A listener writes, Captain Clayton Williams makes Murfreesboro a better home for us all.
When you see a firefighter, police officer, paramedic, or telecommunicator going the extra mile, let WGNS know, and we at Demas's Restaurant will salute them as the emergency responder of the week.
Rutherford Issues with Brian Barrett on FM 101.9 and AM 1450 Murfreesboro, FM 100.5 Smyrna, and streaming at WGNSradio.com.
Rutherford Issues is powered by Middle Tennessee Electric. MTE's Pro Solar program is committed to educating members about the process and helping them achieve their renewable energy goals. You can learn more about Pro Solar and get a free consultation by visiting mte.com/prosolar. Our conversation today centers around Murfreesboro City Schools. Lisa Trail joins us here in studio, and I'm sure, Lisa, the last several weeks have kind of been a blur for teachers and administrators and central office staff, but school's going full throttle right now.
School is in, that's for sure.
School is in, and even all those kindergartners are back in, are there for the first time, so all the excitement
pre-K
there.
is back, our kindergarten, everyone is back in school. So we're excited to have them. The little ones are so fun to watch as they're entering those big hallways and just loving life right now.
Yeah, for those who haven't had a kindergartner in a while, or maybe don't remember or don't have kids, those kiddos usually go back kind of the phase-in period, just to, so the classes are a little smaller at the very beginning, right?
Right. They did phase in the first week of school. So like we had half of the group come one day, the second half come the next day for half days, and then everybody came for a half day. But now all those half days are behind us. They are in the building at the same time as all those first through sixth graders are as well.
Yeah.
So
there is a day coming up in September. I think it's one of those there's going to be a holiday.
you're asking me about a calendar, aren't
Well,
you?
nah.
I'll have to look that up
No,
real quick. We do have several calendar things coming up for sure.
Yeah. Just
So-
to kind of keep those in mind. And you've got it on your website, so.
Yes, the calendar is on the website, and I got you here. So September 4th, obviously, we're off for Labor Day. And then September 15th is a day out for students, and it will be a professional development day for us.
I couldn't think of the terminology, professional development day. So I'm sure that means teachers, administrators, they're working on some things.
Yes,
obviously.
the teachers are learning, getting everything ready for the rest of the fall and into that winter break. So yeah, it's a time for them to really have some collaboration, do some planning. They'll have some in-service work to get done. So it's a good day.
And I've heard so many people talk about, on the calendar, just looking at November and thinking, wow, really? Thanksgiving breaks that long?
Yeah, so last year we started that. We did a full week on Thanksgiving break. Our parents loved it. What we have tried to do is really be really thoughtful on when our days are. So like September 15th, the professional development day is on a Friday. Typically we had those on Wednesdays and Thursdays in the past. What we found out from our parents, but mainly from our teachers, is having that break in the middle of that week made them have to do a second start for the week. So it just wasn't good for the children. So pulling that, and so when possible, we're trying to do that on a Friday or a Monday. So you have 4 consecutive days. So
I'm sure that helps parents too.
Oh, absolutely. So that's what we're trying to do with that. And again, really a lot of teacher feedback to say, hey, give us those 4 days and let the kids off on one day. Same thing happened with Thanksgiving break. We did switch out some things and made that Thanksgiving break a full week because teachers were saying the children just weren't getting everything they needed that week. And we had so many absences because families were taking off and going to their breaks wherever they were going for their Thanksgiving. So as long as we can figure out how to do that, I think that'll be something we continue. Had nothing but positive feedback on that. And of course, it does help tremendously that we have ESP for parents who are working, who don't get that full week off.
Well, I know that after its success last year, I had forgotten that you all had that last year. The county schools have kind of followed suit.
Yeah.
Not saying that that's the reason why, but they have, and that certainly helps as well.
Well, it does help when you look at another school district and say, oh, that really worked. Now let's see how it worked. Same for us. We got the idea from another school district that was doing it, and we were like, how are you doing that, and where are you getting these extra days from? And so, yeah, it works. We should learn from each other for sure.
And obviously, I'm sure that there is at least some collaboration, since, if you go through the city system and you've got a middle schooler or a high schooler, they're obviously in the Rutherford County schools. So
yes, there's a lot of collaboration.
Making sure that those go together
as much
as
possible. A lot of collaboration.
possible.
We can't always work with MTSU's schedule, but usually the county and city are mirroring each other for most days.
So, Lisa, now that school's back in, I could probably answer this question, but I'll ask it anyway. I'm sure we're seeing growth.
We are actually it's steady at this moment.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, great.
So I think that all around us, Dr. Duke had meetings with other superintendents, so it's pretty steady based on really kindergarten. Not as much growth in kindergarten as we've seen over the past couple of years, and we'll see how that holds out. Not a decline, that's for sure, but not that outrageous growth that we have seen in the past. So, and we'll take it.
I remember when we were going through the COVID situation and everything, that one thing that you said still rings in my ear, that, hey, next year our kindergarten class is probably going to be the largest ever, with some parents deciding maybe I'll hold my child and start the next year. And I think we saw that, didn't we?
We did see that, yes, because a lot of parents did decide, hey, we're going to hold out one more year and let them go to the kindergarten as a 6-year-old versus a 5, or going on 6 instead of going on the 5-year-old. So, yeah, we did see that. So this year we may just be feeling a little bit of that. But actually, I went back just to look, and like if you look at the birth rates and years and all that kind of stuff, 2018 was one of the lowest birth rates across the nation.
Wow.
And therefore, that would be our kindergartners this year. So it does trend. And but we are holding steady. I think we will see growth because we still have a lot of kids coming in. A lot of our new, when MTSU comes in session, we see a lot of kids come at that point as well. I
can imagine. Lisa Trail, Murfreesboro City Schools, joining us today. A few things to look at that are coming up this week, and I think we got a little test last week with Irma Siegel, but you're doing some safety drills, huh?
Yeah, so safety drills start next week. We just want to let your listeners know that if you see a lot of fire trucks next week going to schools, that's just because we're doing all of our safety drills. We'll make sure that parents know which days and all that good stuff. But yes, I think you got caught up in a few fire department issues going on at Irma Siegel last week, which was nothing other than an air conditioner with a belt that was bad. So, but it's always nice to know those responders are there. If they see a school calling, they are there in an instant. So, but next week, don't be alarmed when you see fire department there, the police department, emergency medical, whatever it is, we are doing drills next week.
And we may see kids standing outside doing that kind of thing. So
well, they have to. Part of the drill is you actually have to drill.
Gotcha.
So yeah, so the children will go outside for the fire drills. They'll do. I think it's fire, tornado. There's several of them that they'll just complete in 1 week and make everybody a little calmer. Not seeing kids running out of the buildings.
Yeah, I can imagine that. But and the kids were so orderly, and you could tell where they were in their classroom groups, even from looking from afar. So I mean, there's all a process, and so
if
you
we
got to
were going to have a
practice
trial run, it was a beautiful day to have it on.
Why not? You also have a ribbon cutting this week.
We do. So our Cason Lane Pre-K opened this year. We are so thrilled to have it, and it is on Cason Lane, 930 Cason Lane. So it is just all pre-K, and we'll be opening that. Actually, the children are already there, but we're doing a ribbon cutting on Wednesday from 4:15 to 5 o'clock, just to let everybody come in and see what's been done. Our maintenance department and the city has worked really hard all summer long to get this building up and running for all of these kids that are in there now. There's, I think, 160 some odd students getting pre-K services from that Cason Lane Pre-K. Before, we really didn't have the capacity to serve pre-K over on that west side. So this really does open up the capacity.
And that's obviously going to have help a lot more children have that experience.
Yes, absolutely.
So that's it's a ribbon cutting, but it's all going right now. Then.
Yes,
Yeah.
we wanted to get started and everything.
Yeah.
So we're doing a ribbon cutting a little bit late, but we're still doing it.
That's
So
all
it'll be
good.
Wednesday at I think 4:15 to 5 is open house. We're doing the ribbon cutting at 4:30.
Okay. Well, very good. And so you can mark your calendars for that if you want to attend that
And see inside the building and see.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a lot of children that's gone through that as a daycare for I think 25 years. So if you want to see what's been redone, you're welcome to come and look through it. We don't get to open up our buildings to the community that often, but when we do, we love to see you.
We've got Lisa Trail with Murfreesboro City Schools joining us here this morning. The City Schools also has the City Schools Foundation, and you've got some things coming up with that. Maybe explain what the foundation is and what it does for us.
So Murfreesboro City Schools is one of the only school districts, not only, there's about 20 school districts across the state that have an active foundation supporting them, and so appreciative of what they do for us. But right now, the grants are open, so our teachers are applying for grants. They can range from art and music to science. It can be for chickens and whatever else that they want to do in their classroom. So this provides the teachers an opportunity to apply for something they really want to do in their classroom. It's a very easy application. They're only competing with Murfreesboro City School other teachers, so it's not like a nationwide grant or anything. It's just for our teachers. So our foundation is a group of business leaders and community volunteers that come together just to support the public schools. In the traditional public school, to say, we've got your back. There's a lot of things we know tax dollars don't pay for, and we want to make sure that we pay for those, or at least give teachers the opportunity to try something that might be amazing.
So you've got a fundraising event coming up.
Oh,
right?
we do. So we're giving away money right now. So we'll start giving, the money actually goes out the door the first week of October. And then we have a fundraiser Halloween weekend. So we're spending money from last year, and now we're raising again. And that's the way we do. We raise money in one year and we spend it the following year, and just keep the cycle going. We are not building up a trust. Really, if we raise $100,000 one year, we're giving it out the next year. If we raise $60,000, that's all we have to give. Mm-hmm. So we're very fortunate to have this group that really comes together. But our fundraiser is the first one we've ever done. And traditionally we have a race, a back to school race, and we decided that we're going to try something different. So we're having a doubles tennis tournament in conjunction with Adams Tennis Complex.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so it's going to be a lot of fun. It's something we haven't done before, and it's adult, so it's an adult doubles tennis tournament, and there will be mixed doubles as well as women's and men's doubles. It should be fun.
It's in October? The Halloween.
Weekend of Halloween.
Okay.
So it's October, is that 27th and 28th? As many times as it's October 27th and 28th. We'll start on a Friday night. We'll do it all day Saturday, and then if it's a rain or something, we'll go for the 29th.
Okay.
But think about Halloween and tennis tournament. That's when we're doing it.
And I'm sure the foundation website has information on it.
Yes.
Well, good.
Yeah,
Awesome.
so we're excited about that. Catherine Lehman is our chair for that event, and I know she's excited to get it started.
Well, before I let you go, I want to
Yeah.
make sure we give a birthday shout out to someone that you know very special.
Oh, thank you so much. So my daughter turned 25 today. So
Wow.
happy birthday, Laurel. And she's not here. She's not within. Maybe she'll get online and
Yeah.
listen. She's in University of Georgia. She's in a fourth-year veterinary student. And very proud of her. So she's actually in a clinic today working with puppies or cats or who knows what. I never know until the end of the day what she's worked on. So Laurel did turn 25 today.
Wow. Following that love and passion, though, right?
Oh, she is. She is. She's been wanting to be a vet all of her life, and she is going to accomplish it. So good
that's
for
awesome.
her, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
She's got a farm girl heart about her.
Well, happy birthday, Laurel. And thanks for stopping in, Lisa. It's been fun.
Thank you.
Lisa Trail with Murfreesboro City Schools in today.
Greetings, friends. This is Lenny